Is that all you got?
What's good, everybody out there on YouTube? This is your man Shattuck Stick dropping some hot fraga on this mic. Before we start, I have to say that Kingdom Hearts 3 has been a great experience and the review is coming soon, don't worry. One of the amazing things about the game and the series as a whole is the way it's able to tell a story and grasp the player's attention. One of the most interesting parts of the story was the fictional game Verum Rex and the resemblance it held to another Square Enix game, Final Fantasy 15. Everything from the main character designs to the world design scream Final Fantasy 15, or even more so, Final Fantasy Versus 13. This information will come in handy later, so make sure to remember this game, Verum Rex. To tell you the truth about the secret ending, I must first break it down. The trailer begins with a close-up of a rain puddle in the middle of the road, and we are soon given a close-up of an unconscious Sora. This is likely after the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 after Sora saves Kairi, and he has likely been sent to another world or dimension, or even put into a new circumstance, maybe something like the final world, where Sora is dead and has to redeem himself because of the fact that he sacrificed himself again for Kairi. Again, remember this as it comes into play later. Sora finally gains consciousness and appears to be in a large city. Riku then finds himself waking up in the same manner, likely because he went to save Sora or because of some involvement with Xigbar, or as we now know him to be, Luxu. We can't be too sure about either, but these two factors are both in play, especially after a scene later in the ending. The scene then snaps to a traffic light and car with Sora being surprised, likely due to the unfamiliarity of the place he is in, which is also backed up by him wandering around and Riku doing the same. But one thing is noticeable, and that is that Sora and Riku are not in the same city, evident by the buildings around them. The buildings around Sora are colorful and distinct, while the ones around Riku are normal and are similarly toned in this great business skyscraper-like aesthetic. We then get the money shot for Sora, and that is a shot of the 104 building. Now, if you don't know what the building is, it is iconic to the World Ends With You rendition of Shibuya, and considering Toei characters have already been introduced to the Kingdom Hearts universe, it is safe to say that this is a Toei-based world. Or Tui, I don't care how it's pronounced. Riku is then treated similarly to a shot of a building eerily similar to that of the one in Final Fantasy XV's Insomnia, where the Lucis royal family presided. He then treated to a shot of Riku walking towards the building with a variation. For those of you that don't know, a musical variation is basically an altered form of an established theme of the Somnus Nemoris theme, otherwise known as the main theme for the Final Fantasy XV universe. After this, the camera zooms in on Yozora, the main protagonist of the fictional game Verum Rex. Again, he is eerily reminiscent of Noctis from Final Fantasy XV. We then get a shot of a black cloaked figure like those of the organization, and the only two characters left that don that attire are Luxu, previously known as Xigbar, and the Master of Masters. The cloaked figure then proceeds to form their fingers around the moon into the shape of a heart as the scene ends with the infamous Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. There's a lot to break down in this ending, so hold on to your seats. The first thing to be examined is Sora waking up. While there isn't much to it, there's something suspicious about it. Sora wakes up and checks his hand, most notably his left hand, and it has been established that he is in the world of Shibuya and has landed smack dab in the middle of Shibuya Crossing, which means that he might be in the game. For those of you who haven't played or are unfamiliar with The World Ends With You, first, go and pick it up on Switch, and second off, the game is a trial in which dead participants must survive 7 days and complete various tasks in order to get a chance of hopefully being brought back to life after the week is up. While revival isn't guaranteed, survival and completion of the tasks is vital to everyone's survival in the game. Each task has a time limit in which it must be completed, and all participants get a timer on their hand, notably their right hand, which Sora doesn't show to the camera in this trailer. This means he's likely in the game due to his death trying to save the world from Xehanort has been given another chance at life. After all, he has met Joshua, who is the composer of Shibuya. Essentially, he's God if you don't know what the composer is, and is known to dislike people, or more so the way they act. At least one version of himself is. Maybe after their Endeavor and Dream Drop, he wanted to place Sora in the same situation he placed Neku in The World Ends With You. We don't know yet what exactly is Sora's exact reasoning for being in Shibuya, but it is linked to his death at the end of the game in some way, especially considering the theme of true death finally being introduced into the series. Now that we've sort of knocked Sora out of the way, let's do the same for Riku. First off, the city Riku is in is actually quite similar to Insomnia, the iconic city from Final Fantasy XV. This is likely because Nomura would like to utilize his initial ideas, if not the entirety of the universe, as he had to lead the project, and considering it is confirmed that FF15 has multiple timelines, I wouldn't put it past Nomura to do such a thing. This is reinforced by the fact that Yozora and his other party members heavily resemble Noctis, Ignis, and Ardyn from FF15. We are also presented a variation upon the Somnus theme from 15. And if we take into consideration that Virum Rex means the true reigning king, a theme echoed throughout the entirety of 15's development, with further evidence in Yozora's name meaning night sky just like Noctis Lucis Calum, this all adds up way too much. Maybe Virum Rex is just one of the alternate realities in the FF15 universe, and this one just so happens to tie in with Kingdom Hearts. I mean, the Omen trailer is its own FF timeline for Christ's sakes. The Ignis DLC for 15 re-establishes this concept of multiple timelines in the 15 universe. Maybe Nomura wanted to nod to Versus. Maybe he wanted to revive the Versus timeline. Who knows? But there is some link there, and with this secret ending. Now the final thing to speak on is the black coated figure, which I believe to either be Lucio or the Master of Masters. Either way, it's looking like they want to do something with the Heart of the Worlds and maybe have brought Sora and Riku there and manipulated them into being there for some reason grander than just reviving Kingdom Hearts. What this is, we may never know, and this is the most elusive part of the secret ending. Hopefully we get answers soon. Is this Kingdom Hearts 4, a new DLC, or are we getting something different like a series or movie? I'm honestly curious considering we're on a generation of consoles that allow much more flexibility in what the Kingdom Hearts team is able to provide and the way they can provide content. Well guys, tell me what you think of this all down in that comment section below. I'd really love to hear what you guys think about the secret ending and how it links with the ending of KH3 or just the rest of the Kingdom Hearts universe in general. This has been your man Shadix. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget that notification bell, by the way. Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord. Links are down in the description below. Hot Faraga turns the cold Blizzaga. Make sure to chill out with some of my other videos. Peace, kiss kiss.